Doc is falling for Detective Davis. Don't believe it. Amp feels like he can go ahead back to his old shady ways since Dime don't want to take him back. And Miss Tandy thinks that she's playing chess when she's barely playing checkers. What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Sister Erica Vane, coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queensmen video. In this one, I am breaking down season 3, episode 15, titled called Slippin'. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queensmen new content and conversations. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't enjoy this episode. It was all over the place. The pacing is off. There was so much double talk. Like, why do we have Miss Tandy coming to meet with D.A. Ross to tell her that they can't actually engage anymore or they need to cool it and not be seen with one another? And D.A. Ross actually agrees, only for D.A. Ross to talk to Casanova and say, I'm gonna go see Miss Tandy tomorrow. Didn't she tell you that she's not going to be seen with you, that y'all don't need to be meeting up, so you're gonna take your ass over to her damn house? She literally told you that Madam got her ears to the streets and is going to have a problem with this. Tandy, this is your problem. See, you be picking goofy ass alliances. I think Lotus might have been the best, strongest alliance that you had, even though they got rid of her ass real quick because her head came tumbling down off her shoulders with the quickness, right? Tandy, you like to align yourself with losers, but I guess you can't help it because you are one your damn self. But specifically within that storyline, what I just didn't like is we got that scene and then skip a scene and then we're in the scene with Casanova and D.A. Ross, and she's literally saying everything that she's going to do the opposite of what she just agreed to do. And it's not done in a nuanced way. It's not done in a succinct way. It doesn't even make any kind of damn sense because the way that she's talking to Casanova is almost as if the conversation with Tandy didn't actually happen, even though she starts the conversation with Casanova saying, I just talked to Miss Tandy and this. Like, make it make sense. And it's weird to me because I believe the writer who wrote this episode also wrote the previous episode, so there shouldn't be no issues in reference to continuity, and there really shouldn't be no double talking because you already had people say certain things in the last episode that they don't actually need to say in this one. But alas, here we are. Even with starting this episode off when Miss Tandy comes to Madam's office, which has gotten a little bit of a facelift shot, they have changed the backdrop of, or at least part of the office, and Madam tells Miss Tandy she needs to get the DA bitch in line. Do we need to get the DA bitch in line or do we need to annihilate her? Then Miss Tandy says, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure she gets fired. Okay, cool. Like, again, this is the rehashing. We literally got to see you while you were on the floor. You said what it was gonna be and what it ain't gonna be. If we're gonna have a scene where Miss Tandy comes up here to confirm that she gonna fall her ass in line, then let it be that. It was just so much double talking, so unnecessary, dragging on these conversations that have already been had. And for me, I think what took me out of the scene, aside from like them having to rehash this conversation that they literally ended the episode previous with, is Madam revealing like, I got a lot of money riding on this mayoral campaign. It don't matter why Madam wants her to be mayor. She don't actually need to know that. And I feel like it is a little bit more true to Madam's character to not actually reveal how much you got riding on it or how big of a damn deal this is for you. You asked Tandy to do something. She either gonna do it or she not. Your reasonings are none of her concern. Everything is on a need-to-know basis. And Miss Tandy's ass don't need to damn know. Especially if you're moving from a place of you're going to do whatever the hell I say because I said it. So why are we offering up reasoning? Now, the one part I did enjoy is her telling Miss Tandy this is her last day at Eden because ain't no way that you're going to get elected having your promiscuity, your sexual desire on full display, your freakness on full display alongside your constituents, Miss Ma'am. Like, get it together. And Miss Tandy really thought, well, I could do both. No, the hell you can't. Are you high? Child, she talking about she can still do it. Madam like, no, you need to get your dick at home, which she's already doing, and come to find out her dick is getting other coochie at her home. Babyface literally cannot leave well enough alone. He cannot stop ruining his own life, because in what world do you think it's okay to have other women come to your sugar mama's mansion and use her sex room on them? Whether you are trying to turn this into an entrepreneurial pursuit or not, this ain't the place to do it. You better rent out a damn pier space or something. When Miss Tandy finds out Babyface is bringing hoochies back to her house, you are bringing hoochies back to the house of the soon-to-be mayor of Atlanta and prostituting yourself? Babyface, use your common sense. And while you cultivating a little bit of common sense, mind your goddamn business. You came clean about the fact that you are the one who's spreading Diamond Amp's business all around the goddamn club. But you wouldn't have to do that if you was minding your business to begin with. It had nothing to do with you. Now let me get on Dom's ass, because while I appreciate her speech and her setting her boundaries and deciding to walk away from Amp and pay his ass dust like I've been asking her ass to do this entire time, thank you, Miss Mamas. Also, grow the hell up. You yanking Amp up off of customers. First of all, where the hell is Madam at when this is going on? Because Dom, ain't no way you think that Madam will let you yank Amp's ass off of some damn clients that he is making money for himself in the house, just so that you can have your little emotional breakdown, all because everybody is talking about me. Girl, you been fucking him? What does it matter if anybody else believes? Well, you don't want to look stupid. Is that what the case is? You don't want to look damn dumb because you know if you took his ass back, you will look damn dumb. Well, listen here. You know what? I ain't even mad at the shame that you feel because everybody in Eden is talking about you, because at least it got you to do the damn right thing. And you know what? A win is a win. A win is a goddamn win. Now, Amp, come on up. Step your ass on up, because yes, I'm still on your ass. You go to the gym because you need it. You need to work out some aggression. And then you confess to El Fuego. That if Dom ain't gonna take you back, then you don't even want to be a good person no more. See, that's why I caught your ass. This is why I never got up off your ass to begin with, because that is not how this works. That's not how none of this works. You do not try to be a good person only for somebody outside of your goddamn self. You decide that you want to be the best Amp that you can be for yourself, and the people around you, the people that you so-called love, the people that have to experience you every single day, just benefit as a side effect. Okay? They are not the main reason and or the main course. Your ass is. And this is how I could see right through your little goofy ass from the jump. Nobody gives a damn about your puppy dog eyes. Nobody gives a damn about the little tears welling up in them damn eyes, or your sorries and your baby please, because it's disingenuine, and I called it from the jump. You hoes need to stop falling for these niggas and they talk. Because they talk a big game and they don't actually mean it. Amp actually said out of his goddamn mouth in this episode that he don't even want to do right because Dom is not taking him back on the first try. The entitlement, the audacity. Who in the hell do you think that you are? Just because you apologize, somebody has to accept it in that moment. And if not, you're going to go back to being a terrible menace that your ass has been thus far? Well, then go ahead back to it then. And while we at it, Dom, get a gun, because next time you want to come around this way doing some goofy stuff and you looking for another woman to unalive, it won't be me. How about that? When I tell you, Amp disgusts me and just continues to disgust me in this episode. However, I want to make a note. I want to make a side quest and or caveat. I'm not mad at them actually displaying this in reference to the storytelling, because I do believe that there's quite a few men who are experiencing this and don't know how to articulate it and need to see themselves in Amp to see exactly how trifling and how messed up they are. And I don't know, maybe that could be the spark to make them want to change for the better. But this is for everybody. If any of your goals and desires are deeply rooted in anything outside of your damn self, especially when it comes to your personal development, it is never going to work. And even if it works for a moment, it will never be sustained, because we all need to start with ourselves. I feel like I'm a great person because I want to be a great person. I want to be a dope woman. I want to be all of the things that I would attribute as characteristics to myself. The way I'm able to display that, the way I'm able to manifest that in my relationships, within my personal life, within my familial life, that is all a side effect of me wanting to be that before anybody comes into play. Y'all, in a lighter, more happier note, Rayshawn came back in this episode. Oh no, we actually got to see him getting bailed out of jail in the last episode, but he got some speaking parts and he free man, and he decided to take his ass to Champ's house. Rayshawn, what did Cat Williams say? You have an unnatural allegiance to losers, and that's not like you. Get it together. It's time to let Trouble go. Until Trouble removes herself from the company of this goofy named Champ, it's time for you to distance yourself, because these two are snakes in the grass. And I'm giving Trouble a little bit more credit, a little bit more grace, because I don't think they're going to kill the both of them off. And maybe she could turn it around. And she seems to be genuinely like a friend to Rayshawn from the damn jump. And now she's just being coerced into this goofy lifestyle and chasing all this fast money. because Champ is, I guess, making it sound so good, even though it don't sound good when he's saying it. Sounds very remedial, but okay. You being here and sitting amongst these two Judases, I hate this for you. But I'm interested in the storyline of Rayshawn trying to figure out if he's going to go back to the club, if he actually has to go back to the club, because Champ reveals, like, once you show up for, you know, your court date, she going to get her bail money back if you get cleared or whatever. And he didn't actually know that. I love the, like, innocence that comes with Rayshawn. He's like, I didn't mean to kill him, and Trouble got to convince him to stop saying that you killed him, which is, yeah, stop saying it. Until they prove it, stop saying it, Rayshawn. I don't know, something about Rayshawn just makes me want to root for him, just makes me want to hope that everything nice happens to him, especially in this diabolical universe that we are in, of this criminal underbelly and seeing people die left and right and be dismembered and all of these things going on. Like, El Fuego and Rayshawn are the two, like, we got to protect the precious for me. And y'all, I know I say it every week, but they are giving Backstreet Boys. What is this goofy ass huddle in the middle of the damn stage men are eating? Like, no shade and no shame to any women who enjoy atmospheres like this, but when I tell y'all, I really do not understand, because nothing about this performance gave sexual, gave sexy, gave yes to me. They look goofy as fuck. The best one on stage is El Fuego, and every now and again I'm looking at him like, okay, you can dance, baby, but like, maybe it's the compilation. I ain't even gonna hold you. I cannot think of anything other than Backstreet Boys when I see these Negroes on here grinding and humping the ground. But we need to talk about bigger fish, because once they get off stage, Detective Davis' old addicted ass is right there. She got her little high ponytail, half up, half down, and this little blue dress is wearing. She looking how she looking, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. But she also grabbing on the merchandise that don't belong to her. This is not your man. What are you doing? And did you just get a quickie on his break like a little bit ago, and now you in here all dressed and decked out, and you just want to spend the money that madam gave you, and you want to be a part of the crew, and you just get your feel, you drinking, you turning up, and then grabbing on Doc like he your man? Now you fucked up, and he was trying to warn you. He said you was doing too damn much. Next thing you know, your ass is sitting in madam's office, and she cutting it short. Because what? You ain't know that I told him to sex you. I told him to put that thing up in you. And now I'm telling him to stop. And now I'm telling you to stop. So good luck with your orgasms moving forward. Also, your services will no longer be needed. So you won't be getting on my money to be able to throw around in my establishment. Goodbye. Y'all, we about to see Detective Davis break bad and go back to villain and try to take madam down, or she gonna be trying to beg, madam, please let me part of the crew, please let me do your bidding, please help me, please, I didn't got a taste of the dark life, the night life, and now I never want to leave. I don't know, y'all. I feel like Detective Davis's days are numbered now. She done already got to a place where she can't be trusted on the force. I don't even know how they have her still walking around, because then y'all have a case against her ass. Are y'all bringing it to trial or not? And now that madam don't actually need her, it's like nothing needed for her character, unless they lean into the storyline of Doc is falling in love with her, which I don't feel like he is. He talks to her so disrespectfully. Yes, ultimately he winds up giving her the dick every time she asks, but he don't look at her with any kind of fondness in his eyes. This boy don't like her. This is wild. Now, the interesting thing that I did think popped up in this episode is that Blue winds up bringing back a necklace that was dropped off at the front for Trouble, and this is a necklace that she lost while they was robbing some drug dealers. Y'all think that she's robbing the Black Rock boy, so it's gonna make it back to madam, and I'm like, damn, if Blue came in with it, then maybe this is the tie. However, Blue don't know nothing that's going on, don't know anything that they got going on. And at the end of the episode, both Trouble and Champ get kidnapped, and the men of Eden sit there and watch. So I'm like, I hope y'all running there to go tell, just saying what y'all told about how El Fuego car blew up. You need to go tell madam that their dancers just got abducted. But okay, I definitely still think that there's going to be some type of tie to the Black Rock boys. However, it's going to be multiple levels, because we know that madam is not on the day-to-day dealings with the drug dealing that's happening within the city. So ultimately, again, this is going to make it back to madam. I think that this was definitely an interesting part. It was so funny to me watching Trouble and Champ linger on, and it's like you could tell they scared. Trouble looks like a little cousin who just like wants to be up under the big cousins, and Babyface like, back up off me. She's like, why you want to separate yourself? Like she need protection. It's like, you had a feeling, honey, because the moment that they stepped up off that damn curb, y'all got y'all asses yanked into this white van, and I hate to see it. But also, there's consequences to thy actions. Now, real quick, a couple things I want to touch on. Big D, let it go. This thirst for Dom is beyond me. All the dances, nobody needs to be interested in Dom. How about that? Dom, you need to go back to your damn rule of you don't date these damn dances, because it's getting messy and it's getting annoying and the storyline is dragging on. Hate that for you. You and Amp having this goofy ass beef don't make no damn sense to me, Big D, especially over some vagina. Like, y'all need to relax. Y'all ain't gotta be friends, but y'all need to relax. I'm interested in see what plays out as a result of Blue giving a knife test, or not the knife test, the knife class to Madam and Tommy, because we get to see in this episode, and Tommy like, I know how to use a knife, I don't need none of that, and they have that little moment, and I love that. Like, the three of them, the three Stooges, I'm actually here for it. They have really great chemistry, a really great vibe, and they give family. I enjoy seeing them. And I think that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end the breakdown here. Let me know your thoughts of everything that went down in the episode. Oh, real quick, midnight, scoping out Detective Davis and Doc and feeling away. Sir, you lay dick every damn where, all over Atlanta. Relax. And if you really are questioning Doc that much, then do you think that he's really not with it, even though y'all have already seen him do countless things to prove his allegiance to Madam? Like, all you niggas need to mind y'all's business. And if this show don't do nothing else, it proves that niggas talk just as much as women. Y'all ain't no damn different. Y'all messy. It's your good sis you like to talk TV with. Drop your comments, thoughts, theories in the comment section down below so we can keep the conversation going. I have a couple new videos dropping every day of all the Queen's Men and the things that are happening on the series. So subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on those. And I promise you they're going to be a little bit more interesting than this damn episode was. I'm checking the comment section right now. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.